Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to be attempting to tailor a dummy resume for a position, and that's just to demonstrate how to tailor your resume to job descriptions or job postings where you want to apply for jobs. Like I said in one of the videos, I had said that it's unrealistic to expect that you'll be able to like really tailor your resume to every job position that comes your way, but I want to expect that you will do that work of tailoring your resume for those jobs that are commensurate with your experience and your skills and where you're coming from. If it's like, maybe just a survival job where you're just trying stuff, just trying to just get something very basic, I would say maybe not spend too much time beyond your first tailoring on tailoring for every application. But if it's really a job you want to target. You see this job and you're thinking, I'm the best person for the job. That's the Nigerian image that just came out when they said, But you understand, I'm the best person for the job. You really want to be doing the work of tailoring. I will attempt to do it in as the shortest time possible because I do not want to get you bored. I have tried my best to also not look at the job posting too much so that whatever I'm going to be talking about will be more natural and will come across as more something that you are able to do. I don't want it to be like I'm teaching. I want it to be like this is an actual human being trying to tailor their own resume, and you can take from that to tailor your own resume. So this is a dummy resume. Like I said, it's based on the resume template that's provided in the resume package, the online course package, and I've just kind of populated the professional summary. There's nothing here under the key skills and expertise. We'll identify the skills to include based on the job posting. And there's just one part for the professional experience. So you can see here where we have the professional experience, which is the relationship manager, commercial relationship manager. The name of the bank is not there. We'll talk about all of that, right, as we go along. And this is just the basic resume, like just picked from somewhere. Okay, so now let's go look at the job posting. This is the job posting, and it's for a relationship manager in commercial banking at RBC. RBC is one of the top banks. Well, maybe I don't know. That's to be contested, but it's one of the banks in Canada. And you remember what I said about not ever skipping the introduction? Yes, don't you ever skip the introduction. Okay, so let's look at the introduction. It says, as a relationship manager, commercial banking, you are in a proactive. So we're noting those words. We're noting those words, right? So what I would say, in fact, this just occurred to me now, which is why I'm glad that I did not review the resume before coming on board here. So what I would say is I will copy I'll copy this job posting. I'll come here. Okay, I'll copy it and then I'll come back here and post it, or you can post it on another Word document, whatever works for you. I just don't want us to be going too far. That's why I'm posting on the same Word document, and I'll post it here. So what I'll do is, as I'm reviewing the job posting, I will look at the words that I highlight the words that are jumping out. This word jumps out. It just jumped out at me now, so I will highlight that. So proactive, face-to-face client. So you're in a proactive face-to-face client relationship role in RBC's commercial banking platform. And I feel like this is an error. The training just jumps into the training program, but well, the training program is based primarily in a commercial center and lasts approximately 28 weeks. That should tell you something. So that means there's some sort of in-person element there where you will be expected to go for at least 28 weeks. A mentor is assigned to coach you through, maybe not in person, but there's some sort of training happening. A mentor is assigned to coach you throughout your training. This opportunity prepares you to deliver excellent, responsive, and proactive. Proactive is coming up again. Proactive is coming up again. Proactive service to commercial banking clients in the areas of accounts. So they want excellent, responsive service. Okay, that's something else to highlight. And in the areas of accounts, operating services, credits, lending, and deposits, however you want to pronounce that. And then you're on the job. Your training occurs on the job, combined with self-study materials, interactive online courses, and classroom training. So this talks about what you will do. That's the next part, the job description now. This is really short, which is nice. Deliver value-added financial advice and solutions that are tailored to your clients. Leverage sales enabling tools, including sales planning, prospecting, and pre-call planning tools. Apply a continuous improvement approach to delivering a superior client experience. Develop your needs-based sales strategy for all clients and prospects in order to grow. Okay, so I'm just reviewing all of this to have an idea of the things that are jumping out. So they are using words like leveraging. That's something to, you know, they're talking about delivering. That's another keyword. Deliver value added services. So delivering value added services. And then they're talking about developing your needs based sales strategy. So based on the strategy for the client, and then apply a continuous improvement approach. So they're talking, that's another word that's there, applying, right? And they're talking about superior client experience. That's also very important to them. Another thing that's important is sales planning, prospecting. So very easy to think, oh, this is a very short job description and I can just, go. But see all of the things that they have highlighted there. If you make the mistake of not addressing all of these things, then there's a challenge. So we have highlighted these ones. Let's look at the things you need to succeed. Must haves, minimum 1 to 2 years of experience in commercial lending preferred, as well as previous banking experience in a relationship management role. Okay, post-secondary diploma. Okay, okay, that's good. Demonstrated success in business development role. Okay, financial statement reviews. So these are, even though these ones are not under the job description, you really want to be demonstrating in your own professional experience section that you are able to do these things, right? So it's not under the job description, but this is something that you will do in your role. So this is something you really want to be highlighting to ensure that you demonstrate it. So experience with emerging communications technology, web-based meetings, social media. Okay, so these are tools that you really want to be paying attention to, that you want to say that you know how to use, and these are must-haves. Must-haves. I'm not highlighting any of these things because I want to believe that if you're a skilled newcomer, you do have these you have some sort of post-secondary degree already, right? So demonstrated success in business development. So how do you demonstrate success? Using the star model, or maybe the achievement oriented model, some sort of model in your professional experience section that shows that you have success in a particular role. So you're not going to be putting on your resume that, oh, demonstrated. No, you want to be showing it. So by showing those results you achieved as a result of the activities you engaged in. So let's look at the nice to haves. Passion for providing quality service and fulfilling client needs. Okay, strong interpersonal personal and negotiation skills. These are also things that can provide insight on what the interview questions might be. Okay, so entrepreneurial attitude and self motivation to achieve above average results. Okay, so you want to be careful with the percentages. If you're going to be providing percentages for your professional experience section in terms of, oh, achieve this percentage, you want to be sure that your percentage is something that truly represents above average. So see why you need to do a thorough review of each job posting. So being a continuous learner, you can demonstrate this by showing that maybe you have some additional qualifications, or you've taken some additional training, which we can also show up in your cover letter. So let's look at it as continuous learner. Okay, so that's something you want to demonstrate maybe in your cover letter, possibly. And then this is the part. This is also very important, but I really want to dwell on this right now because we want to work on tailoring your resume. I know I've also said to you that you have to pay attention to the to, to the um to the conclusion part. Remember what I said about the accommodation process, talking about if you need any accommodations. So this is that part, right? Talking about inclusion, talking about the how you need to apply for the job. This is the part you really want to be paying attention to, right? So let's go back to the resume and see what we can do with tailoring. We have just a few minutes more. Okay, let's scroll all the way up. So what I usually do when I want to tailor is I start from the professional summary. So looking at this now, it says, and this summary was done based on the results oriented model of writing your professional summary. If you have already watched the video on writing your professional summary, if you haven't, please do so. And you might be tempted to feel like, oh yeah, I've done a great job already. No, maybe not yet. Look at it in relation to um the job posting. First things first. First things first. Look at this part that says, remember how in that summary, professional summary video, it says you want to use a compelling adjective, and that you can look to the job posting to find insights on a compelling adjective. Let's look at this. You have your compelling adjective already. They already gave you one, a proactive. So you want to copy proactive here and move it up and move it here. You know, these are some of the small things that you can do, small, adjustments you can make, and move it up. Paste that in there. Okay, you need to change that. Maybe not necessarily now. So with strong background, with a strong background in credit analysis. Okay, so you may want to say, because it says that you need 1 to 2 years of experience. So if you have maybe 2 years of experience in commercial lending, you want to make sure to mention professional, financial services professional, or, oh, sorry, a proactive. So you may want to say um, a proactive commercial banking relationship manager. See, instead of just financial services professional, relationship manager with 2 years of experience in. So rather than just saying background, experience in. So let's go look at what they want again. In so this, so you can look. Let's review. Credit, lending, and deposits, proactive services in providing commercial services. So hold on, before we go there, there's something else that I saw. In providing superior, in delivering superior client experience. Yeah, you can copy this. So there's no one way to do this thing. Like everyone you will do will be different. Just like it gets a bit easier because you're getting more experience, you know where to look. In providing, in delivering, because that credit analysis, I'm not going to remove it yet because I think it's important. In delivering, you also want to keep it short. Superior client experience through, okay. Let's now link it to effective um, through, okay, let's see. Okay, so let's go back here then. Because this one talks about through through effective. Let's look for one of these ones that we can move. Credit analysis superior client through effective. I'm finding some, looking for something now. I have just a few more minutes of this particular video, but we'll continue in the second video. Let's go. Let me look for something effective. Need to develop a needs-based sales strategy for clients and prospects. Okay. So I wouldn't say that. So I'll say with experience in delivering. Do I say with experience in delivering? With experience in delivery. Okay. So in delivering. Okay. So I'll leave that. I'll do that. It's very kind. So I'll leave it at that. And then proficient with. So see, you can then move it and say proficient with. So this video is going to end soon, but we will continue in another video with. So this is where you want to be mentioning some of the things that he said with. I think they mentioned credit analysis at some point, right? Credits analysis, sales planning, credit analysis, sales planning. I want us to be done with this profession with credit analysis and processing, especially and credit review. So yeah. Okay, so we can't be done with this professional summary section in this video. We'll continue in the next video. See you. Thank you.